French Throwdown workout, no idea what number it is. It's got way too many Sumo Deadlift high pulls. Honestly, just way too many Sumo Deadlift high pulls. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to some daily workout content where you get to watch me suffer. Let's go and get the workout started and then we can talk about it. So we are off in 3, 2, 1, getting it. We are doing we're doing a few of the French Throwdown workouts that I can do without having to actually squat too much. And so I'm not exactly sure which number this one is, but it is one of the French Throwdown workouts. It is 10 rounds of 12 and 12, so it's a couplet, pretty terrible couplet. 10 rounds of 12 sumo deadlift high pulls, straight into 12 shoulder overhead at 50 kilos, which is 110 pounds. So very light, very fast, 10 rounds a long time. The workout has a 15-minute time cap, which if you look at it real quickly, you'll think, oh yeah, 15 minutes isn't hard. Until you do it, and then it becomes difficult. You gotta think to yourself like it's a minute 30 per round. And so it's not too shabby when a minute 30 per round, it's not too shabby in the beginning, the first couple rounds, because you're like, oh, I feel great, I feel good. But near the end of the rounds, time really escapes you. So let's go, and what I mean by that is it depends on how you approach the workout, and that's why time can escape you and kind of like, you'll look at the clock and be like, man, where did that time go? I just wasted all that time. So let's go into how I approach this workout. And if you're going to the French Throwdown, how I think you should approach the workout. And then I can also discuss the fact that my camera died in the middle of this workout, so you have, I think, 4 rounds worth of to watch, and then it jumps to the last round because someone at some point noticed that my camera died and then ran in, got a battery, switched it out, turned it on, and luckily we got the end of it. So, anyways, this workout, how I approached it, I decided in the beginning I thought maybe it was smart to do singles on the Sumo Deadlift high pulls, but if you can tell, the problem with singles like you're looking at now is the fact that there's a lot of wasted time in the rest. It's faster to do touch and go, but the problem is, can you hold on for the touch and go? And that's the issue, that's the hardest part. The reason the singles are so slow is because the bar ends up bouncing around, so you're chasing the bar around trying to find it, and that amount of time you spend chasing the bar around is a waste of time. It's easier to do touch and go reps, but the problem is hanging on to it becomes very difficult near the end of the workout. So how I kind of approached it was I did kind of a hybrid. I really wish my camera wouldn't have died and I could have shown you guys like round 5, 6, and 7, stuff like that, where I kind of found a rhythm where I think I did 3, so I did 3 touch and go, 3 singles, 3 touch and go, 3 singles. And doing a plan like that isn't a bad idea. You have to approach it in such a way that you know that you're giving yourself adequate time to rest, because you literally, this workout, you're never letting go of the bar, and that's the difficult part about it. So if you're going to this competition, I'd recommend going in with a specific game plan. Whether that's 4s, because 4s isn't a bad idea. You know, like 4 touch and go, 4 singles, 4 touch and go. I would not try all 12 singles. Andrew went after me and did all 12 singles, and it took a lot longer only because of the fact that he had to chase the bar around. I actually dropped the bar once and hit my toe and I got a tick, so I decided to do any more singles at that point forward. I'm actually, to be honest, if you watch some of these Sumo Deadlift high pulls, I know that I know watching this, I can do a better job of locking out my knee. So my knees at the top aren't necessarily locked out all the way. I mean, they could be locked out more, don't get me wrong. And so that's something I should probably fix before the games. So if you're watching this and you're like, your knees aren't locking out. Yes, I see that. It's hard to obviously see that when you're doing this workout by yourself because you don't have someone judging you. You don't have someone telling you to lock your knees out, so that becomes a difficult part. So totally understandable, but that does exist, that does happen, so yeah. Ooh. There's a lot of Sumo Deadlift high pull. There's a lot of forearms. So that's how I would go with the game plan. Like my game plan was to do this shoulder overhead unbroken, which is not very hard to do, but it kind of blows out your press. I mean, you gotta figure it's 120 reps of each movement, and that's pretty difficult. So the shoulder overhead, I recommend going unbroken. I really wish there was a really cool way of like DTing it, where like you could do 11 Sumo deadlift high pulls, do your 12 sumo deadlift high pull, and then go right into your shoulder overhead. But there's really no good way from this position to go above your clavicle and then to rotate. It's kind of difficult. So I would just recommend doing 12, dropping it, resetting, going back into your 12 shoulder overhead, but doing your 12 shoulder overhead unbroken. Really, if you're going to this competition, what you have to focus on is your ability to go from this shoulder overhead straight to your sumo deadlift high pulls. That's gonna be the hardest part of the transition. Now I realize I did it in the same spot. So I realized that if you go to a competition, the French Throwdown, they're probably gonna make you move it every round. At least I would, because for user experience and viewers, they can tell where you're at. So, shoulder overhead, your 10th rep or your 12th rep, you kind of drop it, roll it. So like, treat that roll as your rest. If you go back and watch my videos or watch this video, you notice that I rest before I pick up a sumo deadlift high pull. So yeah, I didn't move the bar, but you gotta figure if I drop the bar and roll it, that would have been my rest anyways. Roll with their feet, whatever the case may be. So again, the whole workout is sumo deadlift high pulls, so make sure you approach it in such a way that gives yourself success. Whether it's 3s and 4s, or maybe it's just singles. Like singles honestly isn't a bad idea. When Andrew did singles, I believe he was around 11 to 12 minutes, and it's not a bad score, don't get me wrong. It's a great score, but you waste time waiting for the bar to hit the ground, and the fact the bar is gonna bounce, that seems to waste time. If you can guide it down maybe on singles, it's a little bit better, but especially if you can go touch and go, I would recommend it. Just make sure you do smart sets for it. So appreciate you guys watching. If you guys wanna watch another video that's similar to this, my last video, click right here. If you guys haven't subscribed already, please do that. Everyone have a great day, and we'll talk to you guys later. See ya.